of the city, of course. Everything's starting to build up regarding the Champions League. However, in Catalonia, they're still licking their wounds, of course, after that shock Copa del Rey defeat. When it comes to Valverde, where do you stand, Robert? How do you assess his tenure at the club?
You've got to, when he first took over, they hadn't won La Liga. They weren't the champions of Europe at that particular time. They were losing Neymar, so everybody said it was going to be a really bad time for Barcelona. He won La Liga twice, and they put in some very good performances. He played some outstanding football. He's more pragmatic than previous managers. Of course, he's had Messi there, but I think the key to it has been 3 really poor performances. The one in Roma in the Champions League last year, the one against Liverpool at Anfield, and then, of course, in the Copa del Rey final against Valencia. They're the things that are going to define his time there.
But I suppose if you were to support him, you look at that and you look at the Barcelona squad, take Messi out of it, it's pretty average.
Yeah, and they haven't spent a great deal of money. Some of the players that have come to Barcelona haven't been a great success, Malcolm being one of them. I think he took a big punt on Vidal because Vidal's a very ordinary player these days. He hasn't got the athleticism that he once had. Coutinho hasn't really been a success for him either. But I would say in winning La Liga twice, he's done a pretty good job.
Obviously, there's a lot of talk about Roberto Martinez. Where do you stand on his coaching credentials?
He's done a very good job with Belgium. You have to say that. There were people that were moaning about him at the start. Some of the players saying the tactics weren't right. They didn't get the best out of the main players. But I think at the World Cup he showed that he could coach very good players. They became the world's #1 under Roberto Martinez. He did, I thought, an excellent job at Wigan, likewise at Swansea. His time at Everton, I think the mistake he made at Everton was by saying he's going to make them a top 4 club. Everton were never going to be a top 4 club, so he's always going to fall on his sword there. But in general, I think he's a very good coach.
Defensively, though, there's always question marks around him, isn't there? Is that fair?
Yes. I mean, you wouldn't say that against the Belgium side, mainly because, I mean, he wants his team to press the ball high up the field, so he wants to defend well in those areas. There's still a question mark over the back 4. Does he know when they should squeeze up, when they should drop off? And people say, does he do enough work on the back 4? That's been the criticism of him, particularly at Everton. But he's got to work on that. If you look at the, if they were talking about anybody, Roberto Martinez would be up there near the top.
Ligt or Griezmann is a debate that a lot of people have. We've heard people talking about it even here with regards to if Barca have to have one, who should it be?
Without doubt, in my view, Ligt. Ligt will be a world-class player for years to come. Griezmann, I'm not so sure. I think he flits in and out of games. He's a very good player, of course he is. But if you were trying to build a team around a player, Ligt would be the player.
Of course, a lot more from us throughout the days as we'll be counting down to the start of the Champions League final between Liverpool and Spurs.